And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
Yes, sir. First podcast of the year. It is January 5th on this lovely Monday morning. How we doing, fam? Sounds like I'm losing my voice. I'm actually just recovering losing my voice. I talk so god dang much. This voice is about to go any day, but we're good, baby. We are good. How's everybody doing? Excited for 2026. My 2026 came out hot. I knew it was going to be a good year. I told my wife, this is our year. Here we go. Everyone says that, right? I'm like, here we go. Obviously, my baby girl's been struggling with walking. She was diagnosed with some condition. And then 2 nights ago, I'm at football with Tiger, and we come back, and, you know, Billy's going to therapy. I've been in the hot tub with her twice a day for the past 3 months. They told us she wouldn't walk for at least 2 years, if ever. So obviously that's a lot to take in, but they're doctors. Good or bad, they're doctors. So, yeah, we're all chilling. And then Billy just goes, check this out, and starts walking around. And I don't mean just like the video I posted, I'm crying in the video. That's why there's music, so you can't hear me sniffling like a little girl. I posted just her walking around the kitchen, bro. Nonstop, around in the other living room, back through, nonstop. Now, she's not, Marion Jones, but from going to just crawling and scooting to that, dude.
She looks like a regular, normal, healthy baby to me.
A little shaky.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, but, Donnie's a liability, always in the way, but whatever. She said, 2026 our year, Dad. Check this out. I said, let's go. We all start bawling. Everybody's crying. It's been so stressful on the fam. Look at her go. And I just posted a little snippet. I'm talking around there a dozen times, up, down, round, nonstop. Now she says, Billy, walk. I'm like, let's ride, girl. Oh, such a stress reliever, fam. Such a stress reliever. Thank God, man. Thank fucking God.
The music doesn't help, though, or rather, it does help to make it more.
I told my wife, no matter what, 2026, we have certain goals, but all downhill from here. Like we check number 1 off the box. Boom. Everything else doesn't matter, man. That's the only thing that matters. Big deal. For those parents out there, I get a lot of DMs from their kids have similar symptoms or they've had issues, and they were so positive. Like, man, we were told our baby girl this, and, she was walking after 3 years, or they told her this. Look at Boss right here. He's like, my wife and I were told about our baby because my wife might die. If she decided to have the baby, she also might die. My wife said no, and now that baby is married and is what she always wanted to be, a teacher to kids. So I never believe doctors anymore. Look at you, brother. What a blessing. Godspeed, everything you do. I love Boss.
Yeah.
Love them. Yeah, it's not that doctors are, bad people, anything like that. They're going off the averages, like 2 to, if ever. I'm like, a lot of that stuff, I'm like, buddy, tell me that. Then let me tell my wife in a much more calm manner, I'm like, if you're going to hit us with that news, ask my wife to leave the room. Let me deal with it. She freaks out.
Yeah.
Kid's never going to walk, wheelchair, and all. I'm like, no. We ain't going out like that. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
What do we got to do? Well, the hot tub or pool is really good for her. Okay. Well, can I take her in there 6 times a day? No, that's a little overkill. 2's probably the max. All right, say less. We'll go there every single day, 7 days a week till she's walking. Boom, motherfucker. Boom. Dude, fired it the fuck up. Fired up, dude. Nothing better. And just like my New Year's goals, this show's all downhill from here because there's not a lot going on in the news. You got a lot of chill time. This might be the longest stretch the UFC's had in years.
I don't remember a stretch this long.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the longest stretch. But when it does come, dude, we got a tasty one for y'all. Back-to-back tasty ones. They're putting on that bullshit boxing card, but notice even they're like, yeah, I don't know, man. Mm-hmm. But you got these big ass UFCs on Paramount coming, which I cannot wait for. We'll get into that when that hits, but they are both bangers waiting for y'all. The only really news, Volkanovski Lopez too, makes no sense, but I'll take it. I'm watching fucking backyard brawls right now and bare knuckle repeats, for God's sakes. Give me something. I'm Jones in Fight Gods. Give me something. As far as the Real Housewives of MMA goes right now, the biggest thing is Rogan had Gable Steveson on, right?
Oh, okay.
Who I'm a fan of. I think he's the next American superstar. He has some baggage. You look into that. A lot of people will allude to that and say, "Oh, look at this. He did this." Listen, he was found innocent in a court of law. What do you want me to do? What do you want? So should we just, because he was found innocent? Well, it was a loophole. You look at the story; it's a little dicey. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, but I do know he was found innocent. Everyone was intoxicated. Maybe all three of them made bad decisions. I don't know. I wasn't there. I know the court of law found him innocent. That's all. All right. Okay, we got to move on. You got to move on. He can't hold his feet to the fire over that for the rest of his career. He should get an opportunity in the UFC. They've given dudes who have way worse baggage an opportunity than a freaking Olympic gold medalist wrestler who's an absolute freak. So when it comes to that stuff, I get it, but what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You cool with Mike Tyson? All right, we all like Mike, right? Look at his back. How long will we hold their feet over the fire? There's a ton of guys that have some dark baggage, and you either gotta go, okay, people make mistakes and move on, give them an opportunity, especially a young guy like this, or you can be the one crying when you see him wearing a heavyweight world title. Like, that's probably how this ends, But I will say this. I'm a fan of him. I do think he's the only hope we have for American dominating the UFC, because we're just getting our ass whooped right now. We have Kayla Harrison. That's about fucking it, y'all. That's it, man. We don't have a lot to cheer for in America when it comes to UFC fighters. So I'm rooting for this guy. He's a beast, super talented. He obviously never played football. Tried out for the Buffalo Bills, didn't make the team. Been there, buddy. So this kid's a freak. And he goes on Rogan. And obviously Rogan's been praising. Me and Rogan talk about this guy like he's the next coming of Jesus, right? We love this guy and his talents. The verdict's still out on him, but he's a prospect, so you get excited about that, what could potentially happen. But as I'm listening to the interview, he keeps going, yeah, Jon Jones is my mentor. And Rogan's going, what a great mentor to have. Man, there couldn't be any better. What a go, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, is it? I mean, the guy, I've said this from the jump. Greatest of all time. Greatest of all time. Jon Jones, as far as the Octagon goes, is the greatest I've personally ever seen in practice inside the Octagon. I've been on several cards with him. My first UFC fight ever, I was the main event. He was the co-main event. That was the Matt Hamill incident, right? For the tough finale against Roy Nelson. When he won his belt, that's the night I knocked out Crow Cop. He fought Shogun. When he fought Rashad, I fought Ben Rothwell. That was in Atlanta, right? We've trained together. I've been on a ton of cards with him. We've done press conferences together. He is hands down the best fighter I've ever witnessed. No argument there. But as far as a mentor goes, I can think of 1,000 better mentors. This is such a stretch, and I'll take some heat for this. O.J. Simpson was a great running back. Phenomenal, dude. I don't know if you know this. Hello, Twitter world. I don't know if you know this. Rest in peace. But O.J. Simpson rushed for 2,000 yards for the Buffalo Bills. He won a Heisman Trophy for USC. He was one of the biggest prospects, recruits of all time in the sport of American football. That dude, if if you're a running back, and when he was playing for the Buffalo Bills, if he told you a tip, you should probably listen. That dude knows football. But outside that, you don't want to listen to O.J. Simpson on how to manage your career at a personal level, right? You don't want relationship advice from O.J. Simpson. Now, if you're at a football game and he's going, hey man, when you hit the a-hole there, you gotta, or if you're going to the B gap, man, you should jab step out to the C gap and then cut into the, dude, take his advice. But if he's like, hey man, tonight with your girl, you should, nah, I'm good, fam. I'm good. Let's stick to football. So when it comes to Gable Steveson and what he's going to end up dealing with, if he does live up to the hype, I don't know. Am I crazy? I don't know if Jon Jones is the best Tony Robbins for him. Also, Jon's a guy that just kind of, he's such a unique character. He's such a unique talent that he just goes. And he does what is best for Jon Jones. You wouldn't call him a leader. He's a one-man army, and he's the best one-man army the UFC has ever seen. He's very selfish, and you have to be. He's a narcissist. That being said, you don't want to take career advice from him, because the naysayers of the GOAT argument, which is always a ridiculous argument, but the naysayers for the GOAT argument is, well, this guy's history. He's been, if you look into it, there's an argument for this with the PEDs, right? He's tested hot before the DC fight, but then he came back and beat the shit out of him and Gustafsson, right? But there is some shit there. And then you look at his personal life with the domestic violence, the shooting the gun during COVID, the hotel in Vegas with his wife and his kids calling the cops. I don't think he's going to win any Dad of the Year award. So for Gable Steveson, it's like, buddy, I wouldn't take everything that guy says to heart. If he's training with you, and it sounds like Gable trains in his hometown, and I think maybe Jon's there to corner him or stuff like that. Maybe as far as mentally goes, he might be able to help you, but you got to understand, I've personally seen Jon Jones show up a week before a world championship fight and have the toughest fight of his life and win it. There's only one Jon Jones. So if you go, Jon, what did you do to get ready for Gustafsson the first fight? He goes, partied, showed up a week before, beat the shit out of him. I don't know if that's the best advice, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if that's the smartest advice. You got a lot of work to do, Bubba. There's only one Jon, and that's why he's the GOAT. The reason why he's the GOAT is because of what he did inside the Octagon. He's not the GOAT as far as outside the Octagon. If you're going to take into consideration of the GOAT talk of accomplishments inside the Octagon, outside the Octagon, it's Mighty Mouse. It's Mighty Mouse or it's GSP. Those are guys that would be great mentors. Mighty Mouse, even though smaller, would be a much better mentor to advise you on as far as how to handle fame, women, family, sponsorships, life outside the UFC, expanding your footprint as far as expanding your business reach, stuff like that, relationship advice, game planning, how to approach a fight like a professional. I would reach out to that guy. Or GSP, another great one. Inside, outside preparation, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, the small things that lead to winning fights. That's the blueprint. That's what you want to do. John's not. John's a wild boy, which is why it makes him one of the greatest of all time, because you got to be absolutely delusional to not train for a world championship fight and think you can win it. There's only one of him. That's not the guy you want to listen to. That's just not the guy you want to listen to. I don't know how his financials are, but I don't know who's helping him out with that stuff. I don't know any of that. But I'm just saying, as far as dealing with fans, dealing with the UFC, dealing as a business. Remember, Jon was the first athlete in UFC history to be sponsored by Nike. If you remember that. It was a big deal. Remember Jones knows all the gear? He lost that sponsorship, Bubba, because of the stuff he did outside the Octagon. So I guess he could tell you what not to do, which is good. But Gable, you want a gold medal, dude. You kind of know that stuff. I think you'd be much more advised to listen to a dude like Mighty Mouse or Bisbing, or I'm talking guys that really were pros, not only inside the Octagon, but outside too. So that was my only thing with that. When they're like, oh man, what a great resource that you have the GOAT. And I'm just like, is it? I mean, I played tight end, and if Aaron Hernandez reached out to me to talk about football, I'm going to listen. But if he was like, bro, let me tell you how to deal with people you don't like, I'm like, whoa, yo, all set on that, my man, you know? Yeah, I just thought, a little strange. But again, if it works for him, it works for him. So it says Jon Jones, mentor, partner, the former UFC champ, is a cinnamon guy training with New Mexico and helping him prepare for his own fights. Yeah, maybe. And their styles are so different. I don't know. I don't know, man.
But when you said like he can learn from the mistakes, like Jon has a wealth of knowledge of all the mistakes that he's made, you know? So he can learn that.
Yeah. My question is, how long has Jon Jones been out of trouble?
A couple years. A year.
You know, so it's like Mike Tyson would be a better mentor on how to deal with fame and make mistakes and rebounding from that. I mean, there's not a bigger glow up than Mike Tyson. You're talking about a guy who went to prison for rape.
Convicted, yeah.
Convicted, and now he's beloved by America. Beloved, dude. I love Mike Tyson. Mm-hmm. You know? So, you talk to him now, like he's done a good job managing that, finding inner peace, dealing with those demons. Jon still has work to do. You know, if you're a young Irish kid, is Conor McGregor the best mentor right now? Now, he's found Jesus and God, and more power to him. I hope he sticks with it. But this is new. So if Conor in 5 years is same thing, no issues, all right, now he can give you some perspective. Hey, man, when I was doing this and I was king of the world, these are the mistakes I made. These are the traps you want to look out for. Once you're outside of it and you've actually learned and you've accepted responsibility and take accountability, then you can give advice to younger fighters. But if you're in the midst of the shitstorm or you just got out of it, now's not the time, dude. You ain't nobody be giving anybody advice. You have some work to do. It's with you, not on others, you know? Mm. So that's my only thing. Now, maybe Jon has completely changed and he's giving advice on these traps and what I did this, don't do this, man. Dude, I was crazy. I didn't even train for this fight. It was a terrible idea. So maybe it's that. And the verdict's still out on Gable. Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm all for him. I'm rooting for him. He has the most potential I've seen in a long time as an American heavyweight. So much potential. I think he's the guy. But the truth is, we don't know. He's fighting cans right now, as you should be. As you should be. The UFC is signing him pretty fast, you know? It sounds like the UFC is going to sign him any day now. He's just waiting for the opportunity. They're going to sign him. Then it's off to the races. So, again, even in the UFC, like there's, especially in the heavyweight division, there's still bums that they can toss him that probably have no business being in the UFC. But once he starts fighting like actual guys who've had more than 2 years in the UFC, they're kind of more the veterans, even though they might not be the winningest guys, but they've been there, they felt the lights, they've won some, they've lost some, and he starts up in his competition. That's when we'll find out what kind of prospect we're dealing with. Right now, it's tough to tell. It looks promising, but we've seen promising guys before. But again, he's a little different. You're talking about one of the greatest American wrestlers ever, who's super disciplined, right? So there's going to be more emphasis on him becoming a world champion than more so than anybody else. Because what we have known is when guys do come from that wrestling background at that pedigree, they do pretty damn well. I expect nothing less for him.
Would you give him someone outside the top 15, or would you start with the top 15?
No, definitely outside. Definitely outside. Yeah, take it slow. Take it slow. Because in heavyweight, it's the worst division to be a prospect. I mean, dude, I fought Roy Nelson first. That was just, under the circumstances. Then they gave me 2 guys to get my feet wet, and I'm fighting Gabriel Gonzaga, top 12 in the world. It's just the heavyweight division. It's like you win 2, and you're all right, here's this guy. And you're fighting Crow Cop, and they're fighting Nogueira and Rothwell, and it's like there's nowhere to go but backwards. You're not. You better be ready to go once you get to the heavyweight division. Now they can play it right. If you look at the matchups, there's certain things they could do where he could get to the title fight pretty fast. Pretty fast, faster than any other division. The heavyweight division is dinosaurs, Mm-hmm. So there's some stuff you do to get there pretty fucking fast. But no, I think you give him, 2 to 3 guys. I'd say 2 guys out of the top 15, and then slowly work into the top 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, and then start working up. I mean, 6 fights away from a title shot. Any other division, you're looking at, 10, 12 fights. Let's take a little break from chatting about all the things Real Housewives of the UFC. This episode of the Schaub Show is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called AutoQuote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with the rates from other companies. So you save time on research and you can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates, not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. Progressive. Let's get back to the program.
Pluto TV has thousands of free movies and TV shows.
What? This is the mindset. Free. This is the mantra. Free. This is the mindset.
With movies like Joe Dirt, Pixels, and 50 First Dates.
This is awesome.
And TV shows like Survivor, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, and Ghosts. Pluto TV is always free.
Huzzah!
Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
You're welcome.
Because the scary thing is depending on how he does once those bright lights hit, and he's wrestling in front of thousands of people, so I think it's a little different for him. But you don't think he'd beat Cyril Gahn right now? Volkov, Pavlovich, Curtis Blades would be a tough fight for him with anti-wrestling. Acosta, be a tough fight. For Acosta, just take him down. Almeida, Spivak, Derek Lewis, it's slim pickings up there, man. So once you go, be ready to go, man. Be ready to go. And he's young too, so again, young man, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Because once you hit that fast lane, especially in the heavyweight division, it's gonna be fucking fast, buddy. Super fast. There's not a lot of contenders you have to go through. They could put him in the fast lane too. It's tough. But let's see how he does. I think he's gonna pass with flying colors.
I didn't realize how young he was. Like 25, he said? That's super young.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble. So we'll see. Still early, but I have hopes for him. I can't be the only one question Jon Jones as a mentor, right? Right?
Of course not, dude. Like, but yeah, the one thing you get hopefully take away from is all the mistakes, and then of course it's just his fighting ability.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, but John's so gifted. He's such an outlier when it comes to that. I don't know if it translates to everybody. Now, Gable Steveson also an outlier, but John's such a savage, you know. So maybe that's why it works. Maybe he's like-minded. They're both fucking savages. But John, I mean, crazy, dude. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, I was driving. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, Stevenson's on, man. I love this guy. This is going to be sick. I'm driving. I'm like, oh. Okay, well, that's interesting. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That's my take, man.
Yeah. What do you think of him as like a... He's still young in his career, but what do you think of him as a superstar with his personality and all that? He definitely has a way to go, but I mean, do you see potential in like...
Yeah, I think he had... Because you got to remember, if you're playing football at a big-time Division I college or playing basketball, you have media training. I had media training. Everyone does. Markability training. They bring in professional to help you answer questions, how you should answer it. You look at the kid from Indiana, that quarterback who won the Heisman. That kid's been fucking coached to the gills. He says everything right, doesn't fumble over his words. He's like Tim Tebow. You know, those guys get a ton of training. In wrestling, not so much, right? There's not a lot of media. There's nothing like that. But for a wrestler, he's pretty damn good. He's pretty good, you know? But he dabbled in the WWE too.
Yeah, that's true.
So he had some training with that. So we'll see how it goes. And he's confident, which I like, you know? When he was like, you know, those fights you see me in starching these guys, that's the worst I'll ever be. And I'm coming. You're like, phew, that's what I like.
Yeah. You could totally tell he was confident.
He should be. Fuck yeah. He should be. You have to be. Now, some people might listen and go, oh, he's so arrogant. What do you want him to say, dude? You want him to be like, I don't know, man. I might struggle up there. No, dude. You don't get to his level by being modest. You got to believe you're the absolute best. Some people take it as cockiness. If you got to have that confidence to believe you can beat anybody. That's what he believes right now. Now we'll find out, but he has to believe it. That's what he's doing. So we'll see, man. Those first 3 or 4 fights with the guys outside top 15, be tough.
Yeah, fun to see though.
Hell yeah, nothing better than contenders coming up and following them. Again, some of the fan base like, yeah, but he had this accusation. Okay, what do you want to do about it? What do you want to do about it? Court looked into it, loophole, whatever the fuck. They were all drunk. What do you want to do? So should he never be able to compete? They found him innocent. So what should we do? What the fuck should we do? What do you want to do? Should he not? What do you want him to do? So should he not make a living? Should the UFC not give him opportunity? Because, well, that did happen. Yes, but he was found innocent. So what do we do? You can't deny him the ability to make a living based off some she said, he said bullshit. That's not the world we live in. It's just not. So all that shit, I'm like, whatever, man. What else you got, Jen?
Okay, there's some more stuff that's coming out with the Anthony Joshua crash. His driver is now charged with 4 counts. One of them is like he didn't have a valid driver's license.
Yeah, no shit. It's Nigeria.
Hold on.
It's tough, though, because when you go to those different countries, like I could have told you this, that's not his people driving. Because when you go to those countries, you got to know the lay of the land. You always hire somebody outside of that. So the driver was hired for the team trip, yeah, because he probably knows the lay of the land. It's pretty crazy driving out there.
Yeah, so he was hired locally. You can't, I mean, when you're going to a country like that, how do you know someone 100% guarantee is going to be?
You would think whatever business company they use, they'd send their best guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Anyway, it sucks. And this is Anthony Joshua with the families of the people that passed away.
Jesus, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Okay. I thought this was interesting that Jake Paul was taken out of the WBA rankings after his loss to Anthony Joshua.
Again, you guys know how I feel about it. As I came up, Golden Glove system, there's 1,000 better boxers than Jake Paul out there. It's fun, it's the hype, and the casuals go, well, he is ranked in top 15. Okay. If you go to any regional boxing promotion, there's guys who are a lot better, man.
Alrighty. This is once again Tyson Fury has announced that he's coming out of retirement.
Sounds like he came back just to fight Joshua, but now that's put on hold. So I'll probably get a warm-up fight, and then Joshua maybe at the end of the year or early 2027.
And I thought this was pretty funny. This is a Happy Punch saying Tyson Fury back in training today looking like an absolute unit. And then someone wrote...
Somebody said storage unit.
He just has that thing that some people have, right?
Yeah, Bert Kreischer calls it the Mickey Mantle gene. I call it the Tyson Fury gene. He just...
Like Tai Tuivasa and Mark Hunt, they kind of have that same sort of thing.
Yeah, those guys are Polynesian, so but yeah, he's just a big fucking dude. He's just a fighter through and through, man.
Yes.
Like he's never been shredded. It's a Tyson Fury gene. People call it Mickey Mantle gene. Fuck Mickey Mantle. It's the Tyson Fury gene, bro.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Mickey Mantle, but
no, and even like what Babe Ruth was kind of like.
Babe Ruth was a
one of those
slob. What are we talking about?
Hardcore, badass talent.
Yeah, no one says the Babe Ruth gene for whatever reason. He was like the Dell of baseball players back then. Before the Ozempic.
Exactly, yeah.
You imagine Babe Ruth on Ozempic? What? Shohei Ohtani who?
Yeah, I wonder if that would make him worse, though. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
And Alexander Usyk versus Deontay Wilder. They're in talks. It's most likely going to happen, and it might happen in April or May in Vegas or LA.
Why? Because
I don't know if they have any other people to fight right now.
Yeah, it's a big name. Deontay Wilder, go to his record, because last time he fought, didn't he lose?
I think he won his last.
Because he did ayahuasca, and it kind of changed him.
He won.
So he's won his last one. Then he's lost 3 out of his last 5. All right, so he won one. I mean, I'll watch it. Good for Wilder bouncing back.
Yeah, and plus he's going through some tough times right now with that breakup.
Yeah, super tough times.
Speaking of relationships, though, it was announced that Alex Pineda and Tracy Cortez are officially together.
Good for them too.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to be together.
Doing freak stuff.
Yeah, some people say do they even speak the same language? So there's Portuguese and Spanish. It's kind of similar, but I don't know. Anyway, not the funny thing, but the interesting thing about this is Brian Ortega is getting flooded with people, sending him this.
Isn't he married with kids?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. He's like, just chill, dude.
Stop sending him photos.
Everyone's happy.
Kissing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for them, man. She looks happy too. So does he.
Yeah. It's adorable.
How long does that relationship last?
That's the thing I was going to say, because I think Tracy did post a lot with Brian before, and then suddenly it didn't work out. And at what point do you stop? Unless you're married and you guys have been together for a long time, then,
They're young, though, especially her. So it's good for them. Have fun. They're young, But also, and then don't get it twisted. He's a savage, she's a savage.
Yeah.
So If anyone's gonna understand your schedule and not seeing each other and training camp, can't see you tonight, babe. Yeah, I got it. No shit. I can't see you either. So that's why it works.
Yeah. It's
They're having
good,
fun,
man. Yeah. That beginning stage. It's always great. This is her posting. Hold on a sec. Let me refresh it.
Baby, are you don't want to marry me? Alex! Sim ou não? Obrigada. Sim ou não? Show.
Works.
That thing that happened, I always think about it. Remember that OnlyFans model that accused him of whatever assault, but it was bullshit.
Yeah, like putting this
Thing in his, and then she said afterwards, like, I didn't understand. All I could when you put it in, he just said Shama.
That's his thing. Right? That's like his,
Oh my god, dude.
that's like his
Thing, yeah.
like fucking the dude off Full House. Cut it out. Like Shama. That's his shit.
It's just so funny, yeah. And then Alex's sons, they both won their grappling match. I don't know if they've done a bunch of them or not, but both of his sons both of his sons won and he watched them.
God, jiu-jitsu's come a long ways. Jiu-jitsu has like walkouts and shit now.
It's getting huge,
Yeah. Damn, that's like a proper fucking arena and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a proud papa, right?
Hell
Both of his
yeah,
boys.
that's cool, brother. These kids look like they're gonna be big too.
Yeah. I mean, dude, he's already a giant. All right. Daniel Cormier says since there's no more pay-per-view, the lower card people and the higher card people are all going to make way more money.
They're already getting more money. That's the difference. People always talk about what's the UFC going to do for a fighter. I know guys now. Well, pay-per-view is going away. What are they going to do? I know guys now that are making more money than they did even when they were making pay-per-view, because pay-per-views just maybe weren't selling as much as they used to. Whenever we were fighting, I was fighting Jon Jones, Rumble Johnson, and having Nate Diaz on my card. I was making a boatload of money in pay-per-view. That's not the reality of the world today. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
changed.
pay-per-view died. So, but again, they're making more money than the current pay-per-view model where it like eats dick. Nobody's, kids are legally streaming stuff like that. So like, yeah, they're making more. It's like actually it's probably just paying the same they were during when pay-per-views were good. So is it actually more? Or is it just kind of the standard, but the bar lowered so much that we think it's more? I bet you it's still about the same percentage, like 18%.
When it was at its highest with the pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about this off camera, and this is Dominic Cruz on his own podcast, Love and War, and he's like doubling down on the tweet that he did.
I thought he was doing it just to troll and like be silly.
No.
Dominic Cruz is my fave.
And he's such a great mind, and
The only thing about this tweet is he should have the choice, like give him a second. Maybe Joshua Vance started pounding his face into the ground. He's just holding his elbow, getting beat to death. Okay, fight's over. But he didn't even get the chance to try to fight, try to tough it out, or try to get back together. He's the one that waved it off.
Yes. It's very, very, I mean, he was like this.
I'm with Dom. Like if he was like, no, I'm good. Like think of Tim Sylvia when Frank Mir broke his arm and the ref was like, hold up, your arm's broke. He wanted to keep going. That's a little different.
Yeah.
But Pantoja literally was like, oh my God, dude, stop.
Yeah.
Your fucking arm. That's where Dom's thing, it doesn't make sense. And he's a smart dude.
Is it just because he has a lot of pride and he doesn't want to back down from it, you think? Because it's obvious.
There's pride, and then this is just obvious.
I mean, it's obvious that Pantoja wanted it to stop.
I could understand if Pantoja got up and was like, what the fuck? I can beat this guy with one arm. Give me an opportunity to go out. There's none of that. Pantoja was like, nah, fam, this thing's over. My arm's fucked.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe you didn't watch the fight. That's weird to double down on it.
Yeah.
Or it's hilarious. Or it's just
He's
awesome.
trolling, maybe.
He's playing chess and we're playing checkers.
John Anik was talking about the UFC White House card, and he says he believes it will be about like 6 or 7 undisputed titles. You know, like they said there was going to be like Trump's son said it was going to be like what 12.
Trump was like 14 titles. Well, we don't have 14 titles. On the Jackson podcast, shout out the Jackson boys. He said 6 or 7 undisputed title fights that would crush anything UFC has ever done before. When it comes to stacking one single card, it's going to fuck the rest of the year, but they could do it. 6 or 7 title fights. Interesting. Keep going down?
Yeah. You want to just play it?
Yeah.
The Donald Trump video that's going viral, he's talking about 8 or 9 championship fights on one card, UFC White House card. It's going to be the biggest card of all time. I think you confirmed that.
So 8 sounds idealistic and awfully ambitious, but I do believe, Bear and Michael, that we are moving in a direction in which you might see 6 or 7 undisputed titles contested on the White House lawn. Well, if you think about it, they're getting UFC 324 and UFC 325 in the can by February 1st. All of those champions are going to be cleared, right?
So they get it done nice and quick. They got time to recover.
The month of February then I think has no numbered events, right? Then the first numbered event in March is being headlined by a non-undisputed title, the BMF belt, which doesn't really count, right? And then you think a pay-per-view, a numbered event, in April or May, and then June 14th, a lot of these champions are going to be available, if not held out, right? The heavyweight title, Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane, probably going to be on the White House.
That's not going to be
Pineda,
until then.
No.
That's crazy.
Well, maybe,
Tom
maybe
can't fight
Aspinall.
I
get it, I get it.
I think you'll get like Josh. What you are going to get first or second quarter is like Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira, right? But Khamzat Chimaev, probably going to fight on the White House lawn. Alex Pineda, why would you trot him out there sooner? He's already said he wants to wait for the White House, right? Merab Dvalishvili and Piotr Jan
Versus
complete
Jon
their
Jones?
trilogy, potentially.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
time
I'm saying.
out. We can't go over that one. That you can't go fast.
No, but
Jon
that's
Jones.
probably going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's calling for. Jones is calling for.
But do you think it's actually going to happen?
Yes.
Donald Trump Jr. is calling for it, right? And I don't know if you know this, but they've got a little bit of sway. You know,
So who wins that fight?
Jon Jones,
Without a doubt.
without a doubt.
I have to sit on the fence because I might be calling it.
You will be calling it. I
Yeah.
won't be calling it. I'll be begging to do the desk because I want to be involved in some way.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And with so John is like such a huge staple of UFC. Do you think that he gets inside information like that?
John?
Or do they like, are they super tight-lipped where even he wouldn't hear this kind of stuff?
I bet John's privy to him fighting on the White House card. And if you listen to the Gable Steveson interview with Rogan too, he's like, I'd like to make my debut at the White House with John. If John does fight, it's like, that's weird. Because for a debut guy to go, I want to fight in the biggest UFC card of all time, and his end's going to be fighting with John, they can go do camp together. All signs point to John's fighting at the White House. I've said that for how long? Look, from the jump.
And the 6 or 7 undisputed titles too.
Because Tom Aspinall won't be ready. He's having another eye surgery on his other eye. So he probably won't be ready. That'd be pushing it. So you do a interim.
Alrighty. What do you think of this matchup? Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. And that's UFC's return to Miami. I don't know how many times they've been there, but
It's a fun one.
yeah,
Not much going on there as far as contenders, but it's a fun one.
definitely a fun one.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah. And I thought this was the first thing you were going to say about Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan also.
I haven't heard about this. What is this?
So, Ilya Taparia's wife, or ex-wife, sorry. When Joe Rogan, he kind of got tricked by the AI thing when the wife was with someone in the picture, and then for whatever reason, Joe Rogan thought that was like a famous soccer player, and then she's like posting about that after all this issue with Ilya, and Rogan was just like, "Oh, that's just harsh, man. That's harsh that she would do that." It turned out to be like an AI thing where it was actually her brother or a family member.
Okay,
and they made him
just
darker.
Okay,
yeah. So he's part of the lawsuit that she's filing.
God, you talk about just going down the wrong road. Okay, Try and include Rogan in the lawsuit. Good luck with that.
It's more for defamation, I believe, in this one.
But you would go after whoever made that AI. Rogan's responding to something off social media. You could probably go after the platform, not Rogan.
No, and Rogan obviously apologized. Dude, this AI shit's fucking... But I mean, I guess within Rogan's position too, he should definitely, before he made that many claims, not claims, but
we've done it on here too. We did it with Steve Will Do It. Like, it's like,
yeah,
But really, Jamie should have saw it, Like, hold up, dude. Because he's the whiz guy, and Rogan's just going. So if Jamie was like, this thing seems suspect, and he's usually really good at that. It must have been fucking good if it tricked Jamie and Rogan.
Well, I always forget her name. Georgina.
Did she post it?
Yeah. No, her original one was posted, but not the doctor one. So this is the original one. And then this is the doctored one.
It's pretty fucking good. That would have got me, that's for sure.
But I mean, I don't know unless you're really familiar with soccer players. Someone that looks like him, or just some random soccer player. I don't know, man.
And I mean, like Rogan, I don't know fucking soccer. I don't know. Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't even with Jamie. I wouldn't know like this is a. It just seems like it's a dude, unless you really are looking in detail out through her Instagram and seeing that's her brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Rogan called her a monster. Yeah, if this was true, if
it was true,
fucking monster moves, man. Yeah, AI got you. It's gonna start happening a lot more.
Oh my goodness, it got Brian in the early days.
Oh my god! Anything Brian sends me, I'm always like, dude, please stop.
Okay. So the Trump family is investing $23 million into Connor's MMA Inc.
What's MMA Inc. though? Is that like his what?
That's his like MMA company business thing, but I don't know exactly what it's gonna do.
Yeah, I don't either. Good for him, but I think too, Connor's gonna be counted as one of the title fights as well. It's gonna be for the BMF title against Chandler.
Oh yeah, that is a title.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they do like some new belt, like the Donald Trump BMF belt. It's like a different. So
there
might be a BMF, few legit title fights, and then the White House belt.
Yeah.
And the White House belt has like the American flag. It's gonna be sick.
Fuck yeah.
Give me that belt. I would love to fight for that belt.
Yeah, there you go. They can have many belts.
That's
now.
what's gonna happen. It's gonna be some random shit like the Freedom Badass belt. They're gonna make something up. Again, I don't give a fuck. Do it. Give me the fights I want. Toss whatever belt you want on there.
Yeah. The White House belt would be freaking dope, though, man. I wanted to ask you about this. This is this girl Juan. And this is from IBJJF Instagram, and then she used a technique with her gi, and this got over 111 views. Or it's 111 million views, and people are like torn. So let me just play it for you.
She knew she was about to do something nasty. Good for her. What's the problem?
People are saying, is that even legal? I'm guessing people don't know gi.
Yeah, you can do that with
jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, hell yeah. Good for her.
And this person says shouldn't be allowed to weaponize a uniform like that.
There's
That's
no way
terrible.
that person does jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, exactly. And then this one as well. That is so wrong. Mm-hmm. I mean, it garnered this much
Kathy,
attention.
how long you been doing jiu-jitsu? The gi can be used as a weapon. You're also using it against him too. Collar choke.
Uh-huh.
Think about it. There's certain things you do.
Can you take your belt off and?
Did she take her complete belt off?
No.
She used her gi.
Yeah,
you can't take your belt off. No.
Oh, okay.
No. You can't fucking take the belt off and use it. Like
but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Okay. All right, so it's a legal, not illegal move. The other ones are just kind of random. Apparently, there's reports that
How long they been saying this?
okay,
I mean, since
that
he's
Floyd
retired.
Mayweather is heading towards bankruptcy. He's down 54 million.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know if I trust Basketball United.
No, it's a Business Insider report, but then they're just reposting it.
Yeah, I don't know. It is weird he's fighting Mike Tyson, though.
And let's go here. Holly Holm, remember she left the UFC. She had her boxing match and she lost due to a technical decision. So I'm not sure how well she was doing in the fight, but they had to stop it at round 7 because of an accidental headbutt. And they just counted up to the rounds, up until that point. It should have been 12.
And how many rounds was she down?
No, she's not. I don't know how many
If
rounds
they
she's
went
down.
6, how many did they give to Homegirl?
12-0 to Han. Hold on. Oh, that's a record.
God damn, Holly Holm, 34-3.
68-65, 69-65, 69-64.
So it sounds like she was handling it.
Yeah, and Holly was pretty much saying like that's the game. That's how it
she's
is.
a beast.
Alrighty. This one's also kind of whatever, but Tom Hardy apparently was offered a grappling match with Arman Sarukian and declined because he's filming.
Good for him. Good for him. That's them just trying to get traction. That's no different than Jake Paul and Joshua, I think Hardy's a purple belt.
I heard that too, yeah.
He was like, dude, I'm fucking filming Peaky Blinders 2 or some shit. I don't have time for this bullshit. Nor do I need the money like these other guys.
Yeah, there's not much other cool stuff really.
All good, brother. It's a short show, short weekend. We've gone over an hour.
Okay. That's pretty much it, man.
All right, kids, that's it. Love you guys. Hopefully 2026 is beyond great for you guys. Mine started off freaking hot. Baby girl's walking. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want the show ad-free, Fire and Kid ad-free, behind-the-scene content, go to patreon.com/TFATK. We just upload Q&A with myself on there. We got behind-the-scenes stuff on there, fun stuff, ton of stuff. Schaub Show, Fire and Kid, ad-free, plus you get extended, longer episodes, all right? It's just $5 a month. That's it. Give the gift that keeps on giving. It's Patreon. Patreon.com/TFATK. All right? Love you guys. Happy New Year, man. Be nice to each other. If you see me out there, say what up. All right? That's it. I'm out.